Why smart people prefer being alone. Psychology says the smartest people you know probably spend a lot of time alone. And it's not because they're antisocial. It's not because something is wrong with them. It's because their mind works in a way that makes solitude feel less like loneliness and more like oxygen. If you've always preferred your own company over crowded rooms, this might explain why. 1. Their mind never fully switches off. Smart people think constantly. When they're around others, they're not just listening to the conversation. They're analyzing it, processing tone, subtext, meaning, running 3 thoughts simultaneously while nodding along. That level of mental activity is exhausting in social settings. Alone, the mind can finally move at its own pace. No performance, no filtering, just thinking. 2. They notice things most people miss. Highly intelligent people pick up on inconsistencies quickly. Fake enthusiasm, hidden tension, words that don't match body language. Most people walk through conversations without noticing any of it, but a sharp mind catches everything. And after a while, being around people who aren't aware of what they're projecting becomes draining. Solitude removes that noise entirely. 3. Deep thinking requires deep quiet. Research consistently shows that creative and intellectual breakthroughs happen in moments of silence. Not in meetings, not during small talk. Alone. Smart people instinctively protect that quiet because they know that's where their best thinking lives. Interruptions don't just break concentration. They break the entire flow of an idea that took hours to build. 4. Small talk feels like a waste of something valuable. Time, energy, mental space. Smart people aren't being arrogant when they avoid surface-level conversations. They're being protective. Their mind craves substance, ideas, depth, conversations that actually go somewhere. When that's hard to find, silence starts to feel more honest than pretending to be interested in conversations that lead nowhere. 5. They're comfortable with themselves. This is something most people never fully develop. Ability to sit alone without feeling anxious, bored, or like something is missing. Smart people tend to have a rich inner world. Their thoughts keep them company. They don't need constant external stimulation to feel okay. That comfort with solitude isn't emptiness. It's a kind of emotional independence that takes most people years to build, if they ever do. 6. Social energy costs them more. Psychologists have found that people with higher cognitive sensitivity process social environments more intensely. Every interaction requires more mental bandwidth. Reading people, choosing words carefully, managing impressions. Feels effortless to others, can feel like running a background program that never fully closes. Alone, that program finally shuts down, and the relief is immediate. 7. They've stopped pretending. At some point, smart people stop forcing themselves into social situations that don't serve them. Not out of arrogance, out of self-awareness. They've learned the difference between connection that energizes and company that quietly drains. They've had enough hollow conversations to know the difference. And once you know that difference, it's very hard to go back to pretending you don't. Here's what this all comes down to. Preferring solitude doesn't mean you hate people. It doesn't mean you're cold or difficult or broken. It means your mind operates at a frequency that not every environment can match. And rather than constantly lowering that frequency to fit in, you've chosen to protect it. The people who misunderstand your need for alone time are usually the ones who've never experienced the kind of quiet that actually lets you think. Solitude isn't a sign that something is missing. For smart people, it's often a sign that something is finally right. If you want more psychology insights that help you understand how your mind really works, subscribe, because the next video might explain something about yourself you've never quite been able to put into words.